Hi everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates, and I have two vintage lace fabric covered journals that I've been working on, and I've just had a wonderful time lavishing them with all kinds of details, and I made handkerchief pouches to put them in, and I just want to recognize that I've been watching lots of lace journal videos, and two of them in particular were G. Kerr, I believe is her name, and the other one is Chrissy Crosser. I love her journals. They're just so elegant, and just the right touch of everything. And so these are definitely inspired by those two mentioned, but inspired by all of you who just have such a wonderful touch with lace and fabric. And paper too. So anyway, I'll get started. This is the first one, and this is the pouch that I made it for it to go in, and that's just a Prima flower. The lace did it all for the pouch, so I didn't have to over embellish it. And then I used a vintage handkerchief, and I just put some eyelash fiber trim. So this is the back, and that's the linen center, and I guess I could put an image there, but I just really like the fabric. So you just open it like this and pull out the journal. And I'm calling this a tea time journal because I'm actually having a cup of coffee. I don't know if you can see that, but you can sit down with a cup of tea and have a quiet moment and write in this journal. So this is the cover, and I have a little enamel blingy flower there. This is almost a take on the recent video I did of my collage snippet roll. Excuse me, because I just put all kinds of texture and fiber. There's a little bit of ruffled fabric, and buttons and tatting, and a little shabby flower. In the center of this flower is a knot of cheesecloth. So let's see if I can get it close enough. I tea-dyed all of the laces except for the one. Oh no, I guess I actually tea-dyed that cotton tie too as well. So it's just a compilation of all different textures and lace and fabrics. There's even a little bit of burlap there, because I love mixing the natural rustic fibers with the soft delicate fibers. And then I just sewed on some buttons over the little circles of tatting, and it unties, and the tie is attached to the spine. And the spine is just a strip of cotton lace. And then inside there's all kinds of tags and embellishments. So this is the first page, and there's a belly band with a distressed tag. I just put tea-dyed paper and inked the edges. Oh, and this is sort of fun. This is paper I ordered from, I think the company was called Zazzle. I don't have that, may not have that exact, but then I found a free printable online of the same print and printed it on fabric. So I thought it would be fun to make a paper tag and then stick it down in the cover of the fabric cover. And then this is just a tea-dyed page, and this is a little tuck spot, and it's just lace and applique. And then this was beautiful paper that I found at Goodwill. I don't know if you can see, but there, I may have shown it in a haul, but there's like fern and flowers, and those are literally printed into the fabric. It almost looks like real dried pressed flowers. And then I just did some stitching. And then here's another band that's holding a removable pocket. And this pocket is just decoupaged, and then I covered it with a little bit of chalk paint to give it more of a distressed look. And then I have some tags that this is a teacup with flowers, and it's on tea dyed paper for journaling. And then this is on with just some music notes, and it's also on tea dyed paper for journaling. And then they just slip down in this pocket and back under the band. And then this page, first there's the other side of this band. I just took the lace and wrapped it front and back and tacked it down. And I love this tag. This is just a tea dyed flash card that was a blank card that you could put your own information on, but I tea dyed all of them. And then I glued on a piece of fabric that I printed an image on, and then sewed some tattered lace, and then left the blank side for journaling. And that goes in there. And then this is just a decorative page, but it is a window. So this is stationery, and I cut the window out and put an envelope, a parchment paper envelope that I printed on. I hope that's focused. And then on the other side, it's a pocket. And I don't know, I love the way it sounds. I love the crispy sound of tea dyed parchment paper. And I printed and decoupaged another image on this side. And then inside of the pocket is a little booklet for journaling with loose paper. I think this is the second time I thought I sewed that in, and I still haven't. I need to do that. But anyway, it slips nicely down in the little parchment envelope. And I even scalloped the edges just for fun with some scissors. And then I stamped a real faint image here with some vintage lace. And this journal really is for journaling, so I left quite a bit of space for writing. And this is just a little floral piece of fabric that I glued on. And another page for journaling. Decoupaged a little tissue paper rose. This is some tea dyed stationery that's already got lines on it. And then this is a little tag with the same stationery you can use for journaling. It's got a tattered little piece of what do you call it? Cheesecloth. And then this one is a journaling card that I tore in half and used half of it here and then half of it in another part. And then this is a really sturdy card. It says kindness, and you can journal on it or use it as a bookmark. It tucks down in there. And then there's just a piece of washi tape and another tag. I'm sorry. There we go. And then I just put some washi tape down the center to hold in this envelope. And this envelope has some tattered floral fabric that I ruffled, and then I stitched all around the edges, and then it holds tags and journaling cards. It's nice and big, so you can put lots of things in there. But in another haul I had the Madame, what are they called? Madame, oh boy, Madame Alexander dolls, I believe. They were paper dolls, and I printed them and weathered them a little bit and made a little tag card for that one. And then this is a vintage floral print that I just decorated, and it can be journaled on as well. So that goes in the back. And I love this envelope. And then on the other side of the envelope, there's just another distressed piece of paper, music paper. There's some vintage ribbon going down the center, and a little seam binding bow, and some stitching, and lots of space for journaling. Here's another little corner tuck spot, and I put a fabric covered tag. This is one of my favorite images. So I've printed it on parchment and fabric and all kinds of things. And then on the back you can journal and tuck it back under. And then this page has a paper doily folded over, and then just some cute little postcard tags. You can fit down in there. Here is a little script envelope that I believe I got a whole pack of those in one of my thrift store finds. It's a little tight, but I fit another one of the little postcard tags in there and just decorated it with a little bit of lace. And then this is just a little half sheet that has some sheer scallop lace, and you can journal on both sides, but this side has more of that stationery with lines. And then this one is again me eking out every little bit of that piece of fabric that Ruby sent me that is to drool over. I love this fabric. Thank you, Ruby. It's so pretty, and I'm using it as a tab. And then this is some more beautiful paper from a printable that I purchased at Etsy. I want to say Tsunami Rose, but I'm not positive. Anyway, I weathered it and tore it and used it to decorate the edge of the page, which is one of my favorite ways to decorate. This one is another one inspired by G. Kerr. She did, I think they call them a concertina way of opening it up, but I put the little ties. I didn't tie it exactly the way she does it, but it folds out into 3 pages for journaling, and then I just made the seams. I sewed them on, but I also used the cheesecloth to give it a tattered look, and then I put some tatting at the top. So I really like that technique. G does all kinds of wonderful embellishments and tags and tuck spots, and she does tutorials to show you how. And so then I put the little cutout of tatting there and there to hold it in, and then of course you can journal anywhere around it as well. And then on this page I have a scalloped paper belly band, and yay, this beautiful fabric again. I was able to use on this tag, and just love that, with some vintage lace. I love keeping it all real shabby and tattered. And on the back there's some more lace, and then I put a little pressed daisy right there, and it just tucks back up under here. And then there's this pocket with the vintage tatting, and then I just decoupaged onto a library envelope, you know, that they used to put the little library cards in, and I loaded it with some tags. There's that tag, and this tag that you could journal on. I think that's all. And then they just slip nicely back in here. And then the next page, this is more of that cut out, almost doily edged stationery. It's all been tea dyed. My stamping didn't go so well on this tea dyed paper because it's a little bumpy, but it's okay. It's got the rustic feel. And I have this pretty flat tea dyed lace, and then another journaling card with a pretty floral print, and then a little lace tab on top right here, and then it's pretty weathered and tea dyed. And you can fit more than one card, but I just wanted to show you that that's where you can tuck a journaling card. And then the next page is on the other side. I've just been getting in the habit of wrapping the lace front and back so you can tuck cards on both sides. And so there is another journaling card. This opens up, but I put some paper doily with more of that Tsunami Rose, and I hope I'm getting it right that it is Tsunami Rose. And then it opens up, and that's actually a little window, the doily, so you can see through it. And then you can journal in here, or you could actually send it as a little note, a note card to someone. And then I had a little fabric piece that I just glued down to this corner. Oh, and this is more of that really pretty fun paper with the fern and flower. I don't know if it's really pressed in there, but anyway, super pretty. And then this is the last page with another little piece of that paper, music paper, and then the paper that has the fern and flowers. And then this back pocket, I've got tags, but I thought because I'm calling it a tea time journal, it might be fun to put a tea bag or two in there, so I'm thinking I'll do that. But again, this is the other fabric floral print that I also have in paper. And then these are some really pretty little, almost ticket size tags that I have tucked down in there with some vintage lace tied to the front. And then here's another one. And I just printed directly onto tea dyed paper, which really gives it a vintage look. So that is my first lace journal that I wanted to show you. And this is the back. It's just got, again, layers of lace and doily and applique, a little crocheted piece here with a chiffon rose flower in the middle with a pearl. And that's it. And here's a quick look again. And my little removable pocket. And the tag. And then this is the parchment window with the envelope that has the journal inside. And just some nice tea-dyed journaling pages. If I can get this in frame, sorry. This way, Carla. There we go. And an envelope that holds tags. And the pocket ones. And there's that one. This is the one that you can untie. And the belly band one. And this little library envelope with ticket tags. Journaling space. And there we go. So I hope you enjoyed going through this journal with me. I really appreciate you watching. I love watching your journal videos and how you make all of your tags and embellishments. And thank you for being so generous and sharing your ideas. It helps keep the creativity flowing when we can share. So rather than show another video, my journal in this same video, because it's getting long, I'll do a separate video for the next one. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope you come back again to see the next video, and have a wonderful day. Bye.